Preparing to
Oh,
live
it
stream.
says it's being live streamed on YouTube. Oh, it even tells me. It's like,
Preparing.
there you go. Oh, I
Letting
wonder
go.
if people jump in the chat down here.
I don't know. I don't see none of that. I just see
Well, hold on. I just got a notification, so I'll see.
now live. Yeah.
I'll see if it says that because I think you're on my notifications. I only
It
have
says-
like you. Oh yeah, we're right here.
Whoa, it's got a bad delay.
What?
Oh my gosh, it has a bad delay.
Oh, it does, but I don't know. It could be mine.
It's talking back.
Is it echoing back to you?
Yes.
Put your earbuds in. I know
Oh my
Trisha
God.
has said that to people before. I'll
What?
put mine in.
I can't hear current stuff because all I hear is the back lag.
Yeah, put your.
Let me turn it down. I can't hear anything. Hold on, I can't hear anything. Where are my headphones? Hold on, I gotta find my earbuds.
I'll
This
just
is
dance.
horrible.
I left my Diet Coke downstairs. I'll text my wife and say, please bring me Diet Coke.
I can't reach the ground. Can you? Because I'm on live. I'm live. Hold on. I can't, and it's delayed so bad that I can't hear or know what's going on. Except I'm probably look like a clown on Facebook. I mean on YouTube. Hold on. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't know they were right there.
Oh,
Wait, how do I get them to that? Okay.
oh, to
hold on.
go through?
I don't know what to do.
Does it sound better from me on my headphones or on my earbuds?
Through Bluetooth.
Hold on. I might have to back us out.
Okay.
Make sure I'm not live. That's scary.
No, we're live.
Still?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay, now it's not echoing, but I got to Bluetooth them to my computer. Holy crap.
I think I'm attached.
Okay. I don't even know. I don't know why this is showing. I don't know how to go away. I don't know where I was. I don't know where where she is. There.
Wait, where I am?
Okay, now I can see you. Okay. Woo!
Do I sound better with my earbuds in or should I take them out?
It's the same. Now it's not like the delay. It was a delay, and then it was like, so it was like talking to itself. How does it sound looking at my earbuds? Because they're not hooked up. So I don't know what I just did.
You sound fine to me.
And we are live.
Yeah.
Welcome to Sunday Night Live.
Sunday Night Live. Sure. Sunday, what did we say? Sunday,
all
Monday.
kinds of things. What have we not said? That'd be an easier question to answer.
I can't
Now,
remember. The Sabbath. I said something that, and then remember I was like, oh, that one might be offensive.
This is holy crap.
Holy crap.
Holy crap. Okay, now I'm
Reset it.
looking for the live stream so I can actually see a chat. But then pause it. Oh my God. Oh, hey, y'all. There's quite a few people.
Is there?
Crap. Where'd y'all come from? Welcome to Outer Darkness.
Well, I had to do it up here.
Okay, so we
Someone's
don't
putting a
know
shelf
what
together.
we're doing, really. I don't, for sure. I for sure don't know what we're doing, but we're doing it and stuff. It should be fun.
Yes.
Fun to pick on us for sure.
It's a break
But-
from studying, so we can talk about whatever as long as it's not yeah, as long as it's not COVID. Let's not talk about that because that's all I do all day.
That's like the one topic that's not involved in this. So
True.
can we not? Can you
Except
rest
they
the
did say
scriptures?
plagues. Remember
Yeah.
that was part of there were going to be plagues and earthquakes.
Kind of wondered if Tammy's death was attributed, and Alex too. I was like, You kind of look back and you're like, well, are they attributed to that? Was it COVID?
Oh no,
Who
I mean,
knows? We don't
there's
even know
in here,
now. Still,
you know.
let's not talk about it.
Yeah. But no, I mean it was kind of funny though, or not funny, but I heard all the doomsday predictions and then we had COVID hit and I
Yeah.
went, this isn't gonna be good. And then the earthquake hit and I was like, holy what? Like we don't have earthquakes here. And then
Yet.
dumbass me,
Yet.
yeah, well we did. So I fell for like something that was like, oh, in like 5 minutes there's gonna be a 9.0 earthquake. Me, I fucking fell for it. And I was like, what?
It's
I was
okay.
like,
I
oh
mean,
my
there's
gosh, should I
nothing
like grab my
wrong.
dog
There's
and get in the car when it takes me like 5 minutes for me to go, wait a minute. You can't predict earthquakes.
well, can you?
I don't
one
know.
one can I mean, you're a visionary. Everybody's a visionary. They're
Yeah.
okay, so I'm having to look at chat through my phone and
Okay.
everybody's saying okay. So,
I
we're
can't
just gonna roll with it. So I'm sorry. But
yeah.
yeah, this is the L mom, Jen,
Like,
aka
hey,
aka.
it's
Um,
it's late, so I lose.
oh my gosh, my mom. Hey mom. Silly.
Hi,
So it's
precious
just a
mom.
casual thing. Like I don't even know what we're doing. I don't know what
Okay.
I'm doing. That's all I can. I can't make excuses for her. But
Shall
anyway,
I?
she's along for this ride. So when the ship goes down, we all go down.
That's right.
Yeah.
All together, right? There's like a
Yeah. Um, anyways, so this is cray cray, but I don't know what to talk about except for whatever,
I can
whatever,
tell you what everybody probably wants you to talk
what.
about that interview.
Uh,
Yeah, I know. I
It's
think you
weird. It's
I think
weird.
yeah.
It's just weird. It's like you see them and then you're like, oh, the compassionate part of you is like, well, I know that I try to treat them like Tammy would want
Right.
from a mother's perspective, like I just want to treat them with respect and kindness and compassion. But then there's the part of me that can disconnect from Tammy and just be like, y'all are under, you are, you don't know you're under the cult. You are. You're really, really, really indoctrinated or whatever. That's what that's called, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're really indoctrinated, and I get it now for sure. Like, I guess with all the experience, all this life experience under my belt, you can really pinpoint it big time. And it sucks for them. I
It does.
mean, even if let's just pretend Chad was perfect and he didn't do anything. Let's just pretend everything that they have said is just suspicious, and
Yeah.
it just doesn't take it away. It doesn't make me it
I
just
think it's
is
like
shady. It's
doesn't
just shady the way they went about things anyways, like selling the dirt
yeah.
with the
Oh,
four-wheeler. It was Emma and her husband and their baby, and they had put an ad somewhere. And these things I have probably somewhere in the 65,000 screenshots in my phone, but I can't pull them up right away. I'm not good like that.
yeah. You
Just
sent
know
me like
that
a
if I
hundred
say in it,
yesterday. Huh?
huh? Oh, huh?
I was gonna say you sent me like 100 yesterday and I was like I tried to organize them, but I'm like, I know I've got like duplicates all over in different folders, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how does she even
I
keep
don't.
everything
I
together?
don't. Like I can now go back kind of, and just think, what month was that? What year? What month? What year? And then I can go through the billion screenshots I have in there. But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, we could probably solve the whole thing, just slapping all this stuff together and just Like I told you before, I just can't put it into a pretty little box and deliver it. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm working on now. Is just how to put it in a tidy little box and make it presentable for other people to comprehend what's in my head. Like I
Yeah.
could tell you right now, but it's very not polished, and it's still coming together for me. It's still filling in the blanks, but I see it now. I see it, and it's scary, and it
Yeah.
sucks.
It
I don't
does.
know.
And you have to
I got into
be,
the occult part of it yesterday again. I went back there and I really found some stuff, and I was like, "Oh my gosh." And all I did was follow Eric Smith's channel name. I mean, not his channel name, but his title of, I think, I don't even know what video it was. It's one of the latest ones. It's like they talk to listen. You have to know what to listen for. And so that's been this process for me, is like, what are they putting down? Because they talk. They love to talk, right?
yeah,
Everybody can agree on
it's
that.
all terminology. I mean, and that's like where like I'll go,
I was disconnected. Yeah. And so it's
like,
radars
hold
now. I'm
on.
like, whoa. And what context it's put in, if it's in quotation marks, if it's a link within a link, a portal within a portal. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's real. Everything is within everything. Um, yeah, the dirt thing was low down and dirty.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm just reading, reading a comment.
Oh,
Um,
see, I can't. I'm glad you are
get on
because
your phone.
I don't know. Will it go?
You just hook live
Well,
chat. Yeah.
because my
If I could
headphones,
do it,
oh my gosh,
anybody
I'm
could
showing
do
my.
it. Yeah.
I used to
But
be the one to help the old people in the office. Now I am the old
right?
person.
They no, they've by far supersede bypassed my butt. They left me way back there. Hey guys, come get me. So yeah, this is I'm winging it just like everything else in life. I've been shoved here.
Yeah.
I don't know how to throw you a wrench, Jess. I don't know. I have no idea how to throw a wrench. I can throw a wrench into all kinds of things.
I do, but I don't know where
Do
to
that
aim.
on a regular basis. Wreck-It Ralph, but I don't know how to throw a wrench.
I don't either. I
Anyways,
know I
that's a
should.
moderator. That's a moderator thing.
Oh,
Again, and the moderator thing for me, I was like, who, what are moderators? What do they do? I've just been um, clinging on. Like basically, I've been writing this as both, I guess you could say, as
yeah.
um, uh, I hate, I don't, didn't know what to even call myself because I'm like not a victim, but I'm a co-victim.
I
I'm a
would say
victim of those circumstances, and it bothers me. And that's why I'm here. That is exactly why I'm here, because it bothers me that it happened.
yeah.
It bothers me that they fell through so many cracks. I
Mm-hmm.
know what those cracks are. They're everywhere. Everything. So so
Yep.
I don't really know. I don't know where to begin. I just know it needs to move forward. Something needs to
Yeah.
move forward, and it'll form itself just like everything else has for me. Um,
Yeah.
I didn't get here by doing something else. I'm here because I have researched the crap out of this case. That's all I do. I'm not playing. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not being dramatic. Um, it really has impacted my entire life now.
Oh, yeah.
And since then, it's heavy, and it should be. It should bother a lot of people. Oh my God.
It
If it doesn't
bothers.
bother them, then something's wrong,
Yeah.
and we'll help you through that. But it should be bothered. We should be bothered by this. And a lot of great things come from uncomfortable places, and I named this channel this what is it? Difficult. Um, oh my God, research. I had named one of my playlists that on accident. Not accident, but I was trying to name the channel where it would cover Uncle Charles, Tylee, JJ, Tammy, even Joe, all of them, every victim of Lori, and encompass the whole thing. Because I was like, I don't know. Love always wins. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of the gist of it. However, and in order to get to the love where it wins, we have to get through the comfortable, this uncomfortable discussion. And it has
Yeah.
to be talked about, unfortunately, because of where we're at right now, the what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we have to get uncomfortable talking about it.
Now I'm
Wait,
live.
we have to get,
Thank you.
oh my gosh, we have
I
to get
got it.
comfortable talking about uncomfortable things.
Hey, love you.
Love you. Love
Okay.
you too.
She
Love,
said
love, love.
we're
Love,
not we're
love.
not those kind.
We're not those kind. But
Oh, yeah. I will tell you that I've never read my scriptures more than I have read them in the past. When did
thank you.
when did we connect?
Like July
July.
15th, around
Somewhere around there. I just know I saw like an email and
yeah.
I like read the line. It said, I am JJ's aunt. And I went, oh shit. I said something. Because I like had done that on a whim. I did that video on a whim of Laura Horror. And like, oh no, okay. Yep, you've really done it now. Like you people don't have your same sense of humor.
Thank God. I'm telling you, y'all, she is my spirit sister, my sibling, my spirit sibling.
Your sibling.
Because I'm like, oh my God, I met my twin flame. There she is over there just understanding me and stuff. And I couldn't talk. And so I'm like, how in the hell are you supposed to raise awareness? This is to myself. How are you raising awareness when you can't even use your damn voice? You know, I can't put my thoughts into a anything that's understandable. I need a translator. And ta-da!
A trauma translator. Yeah.
You're a trauma trans? You're a
Yeah.
trauma
I mean,
translator.
I dropped out of social work school after 2 years. Then I was like, I want to go to
God
policy.
knew what you had coming to you. He was just preparing. He's prepping you in a different way.
He has prepared me. He has
Mm,
prepared.
for you to just have faith and Kresha coming to wreck that wreck shop with my wrench. Here I am.
You know,
All
I'm
right.
getting to the point now where I'm like, Doctrine and Covenant, section 84 or 46 and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is seminary in high school all over again.
Okay. I'm sorry. I gotta go set. Mom just told me how to do it. I think, but she just translated it. Add moderator. Ta-da! Everybody want to be a moderator? You get a moderator. You get a moderator.
Did you ever see who's that comedian? And he does a bit on Oprah and a humpback whale.
I don't know.
Dean something, and he
Do
said,
do carry
"You
that out though for
humpback whale."
everybody to hear.
Somebody
We both
knows
suck at telling
Dane
jokes.
Cook. Dane Cook. He does it.
I love Dan Cook.
Yeah, he does one, and we repeat it all the time. And we're like, oh, can you get this? You get a humpback whale.
I just say it because Lori, allegedly, that just allegedly, everything that flies out of my mouth on this thing has got to be just taken allegedly. All right, do your
We
own
should just
research.
put that in the title.
Yeah, just a disclaimer that comes with me is that, yeah, do your own research. Don't depend on mine. You know, this is all I know from what I've been shoved into and forced into. So it sucks. It's a very uncomfortable place to be put in, but it's also a shot at reaching a big audience. I'll never get a shot like this in my entire life. Again, I pray to God not. Let's
Yeah.
all pray that nobody ever has another platform that's a globe. That freaks me out. A global.
Yeah.
Just talking to my neighbor, I'm like, oh, I'm not very peoply, but I do like talking to people.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I got it. Um, so I forgot what I was saying.
No.
I don't
With
know. I just know that there's it's got to stop.
yeah.
And like
And
in
it's
order
not
to
two people.
no, it's bigger than two people. It's bigger than three. It's bigger. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
And it's devastating and it sucks. I mean, it makes me cry. It
Yeah,
makes me
you make
sad.
me cry.
With this situation,
Charles makes me cry is what it is. See, I can't because I'm gonna start every time I think about
her
him.
eyes are sweating.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. Um, it just it's necessary though. Like this is the ugly wake that it left behind, and this is just my part of it. Like that's all I can do.
Okay, you froze or I froze. Probably me because
Huh?
I have shitty internet. What? Oh,
um, it's yeah, it's a bad club to be in. It really is. But I'm starting my own. Uh-oh, my internet connection's unstable, just like me. No, joking.
oh, we
Um,
all are.
right? I'm telling
Yeah.
you, it's if not, it shakes you into reality real quick. Life will shake you into reality real quick. Then you're like, oh, I thought I had problems. Turns out, I don't have nothing on this woman.
Right.
You know, holy crap, she is the problem. Just
Yeah.
like I think Trish had asked something, and somebody did, or somebody asked. I forget really how that went, but just kind of like that. There's a meme that I saw a long time ago, and it's like, it's a really good looking man, you know, whatever. And he, it just said some words basically to the point of, or saying that, Satan looks good. I mean, you don't realize they can be the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life. Well, like Lori, like she was beautiful and she just snowballed you. That's her job. That's
Buffaloed.
her only the only thing she knows how to be is buffalo everybody.
Buffaloed.
I didn't even pick that up, but Jen picked up um, Uncle Charles talking to the police officer. And which one? Do you remember which video?
It was
The nighttime
the
one?
night. It was when he was
Okay.
trying to get in the house,
So
and
the
he said
January
she's got
30.
everybody buffaloed, and that I'd never heard that term before, and I was like,
Yeah,
I have to like write that down. Like to me,
you
that's
did.
just
She makes signs and stuff.
did
And
make
so
it.
buffaloed
But
is one of Uncle Charles's words that I didn't even pick up on. It's so crazy how we all pick up on different things, but we just need somewhere safe where we can talk about those things from
mm,
all walks of life and respect everybody else's choices. That's all. That's all.
yeah,
Because if I can put down discussing, if I can, put all my stuff to the side and discuss the horrible things that were done to my nephew and my uncle and Tylee, just those right there. I mean, that's my
yeah,
family. If I can put my shit to the side, then you can put your to the side too, because it's not easy for me, for my mom, my dad. It's not easy for us to be here. It's not
right,
easy for us to just reiterate and go over. We mull it over enough, you know.
yeah.
But I can't. I mean, I need to go out because I need to make changes. I need people to see. I hope people will see. And
I
that's
hope
where the
so.
change will begin, with people. It begins
Yeah.
within. And then,
You just can't be afraid of information. I think that's
right.
kind of what happens. People get scared of the information,
It's intimidating too.
and they view it as persecution, and it's like, but this is just what it says, and this is just where it ties in. That doesn't
Right.
mean anything aside
Yeah.
from that explains where they got this.
If somebody
Like,
feels defensive, that's on them. Like, and I mean, I hate it, it is what it is. And I could be defensive. I've been defensive a few times, when it comes to certain things. I'm like, wow, why are we discussing this? I mean, I'm
Yeah.
all about discussing the victims in this. This is that's why we're here. Um, that's what even put us here right now, you know, and talking about this right now. It just needs to be talked about. And I don't want to have to tiptoe around everybody's feelings because they're not tiptoed around. Y'all know what I
Yeah.
mean. Don't take
Mhm.
everything so literal, but not to be just put yourself in this situation. That's all
Just
I'm asking.
respect,
And it sucks. So I don't
you
ever,
know.
yeah. So it may come off, I just don't want it to come off as insincere or that I don't care because I care. And that sucks too. It's a blessing and a curse to care so much and that it hurts not being able to, you know, what? I have Jason piping in. My fiance is piping in, telling me what to say. He's finishing my sentences. Anyways.
Sounds like my wife.
Oh, yeah,
We could have a
yeah.
conversation for the two of us because she's always doing the same thing.
Right? And I'm like, what? And then I forget I'm like,
We'll just put
what?
them on the live and then we'll just sit back and
Exactly.
say they want.
They've been our translators if you think about it.
Yeah. No.
Poor things.
I
Exactly.
think
Darkness cannot penetrate your light. Your light penetrates the
yes.
darkness, and your family's strength and integrity, oh, in the face of all this evil is inspiring. That's awesome.
Yeah.
At the weird mom.
Oh, I
Thank
love the
you.
weird mom.
Yeah. Her crazy butt.
Come and take over her Hawaiian island.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just oh, I'll cry. Don't worry. It'll come.
Oh no. Oh.
And they're like, you can cry if you want to. And that's fine. I mean, I just want it sucks. I've traced it and I was like, oh God, I found Portal Guy. And I was all excited. And then I just kind of, that was a tipping point for me, was just a couple weeks ago when I found Portal Guy. I haven't even gone back to research him yet thoroughly. Just kept taking the breadcrumbs. That's what I call this. I just kind of let it, wherever I go is where I'm supposed to. Like, that's how I
Yeah.
used to read the Bible loosely. I would just basically go, okay, whatever page it lands on, that's what I meant to read that today. And I guess that's how I live my life. It may not be the way you do, but it's the way I do. And it's right for me. And it may not be right for everybody. I respect that. Just ask
Anybody
me
that
the
does
same.
research right now is like, yep, because that's what you do when you're a researcher.
I didn't realize that. I just thought I was nosy.
No.
I just thought I was curious and nosy, and now I'm like, oh, I get it. But again, I never have had to research something that's so public either. And
Right.
I couldn't imagine doing it without everybody. There's no way. This is everybody's research. It
Yeah.
is. And it's just me compiling it all together to make sense of it. I want to make sense of why my family was murdered. And
Yeah.
it should answer questions, but it's brought more questions and more research and more, and there's more to do. We're just scratching the surface.
Yeah.
I was thrown into this role, didn't even know what this role was, didn't know what this was. Still forming that. Jury is still out on that. Um, I know that every piece is intricate. It all puts it together more and more and more. Um, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Just seeing where it goes. I just know that I've had to learn a lot of things throughout this, and so I'm still not good with translating that, and that's where Jen has helped me so much. It's like I just barely had exchanges with you, even in the beginning, and you were like, and I was like, what? How did she do that? But I'm
Uh,
glad.
Indoctrination. That's how I do it.
Unindoctrination.
But I
Spit
mean,
the
it's
Kool-Aid out.
yeah. I did. Uh, or they spit me out, really. But
Whatever. However, you hand it and you
yeah,
run. You run. You're proud.
right.
Proud. Thank you. Go ahead. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, I think it's just uh, even, I was looking through stuff yesterday and I'm taking screenshots and taking screenshots. And I'm like, okay, I got it. And then I get on another website. And I'm like, oh, well, shit.
Yeah.
And then
Crap.
something comes out and someone has, they do an upload and it's like, what? I totally thought it was this. And then I have to go and research it again. And
Welcome.
yeah,
Welcome to my life.
I'm
And
like,
that's
when I do research for,
we're
policy or anything, it's pretty cut and dry. Like it's not,
we're
things don't
sloppy
like
over here.
change, theories and stuff,
Yeah.
and this is every day. It's like, okay, well, I
Ever
was going this
changing. It's
direction.
ever changing. And that's how it's been. Like when I was looking about, just I didn't even know anything about the Mormon language. I didn't know. I knew they talked differently than I did, but I thought it was a north and south thing,
Yeah, I mean,
southerners, and we just have different draws, I think.
and Utah has
I'm
its
not southern
own.
like Melanie, sweet Melanie. I'm not southern like her.
Sorry,
Yeah, I rebuke.
my
Anyways,
my wife's like, you can't do the fake puke because it makes her want to puke.
so it's pretty real, pretty realistic.
Yeah. I mean, in Utah, like we have a unique way of talking anyway.
And
Um,
then it's not just Utah. It's I think maybe I know it is. It's the I forgot what the hell I was gonna use to explain it. It just whoop.
vernacular.
It's the environment.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
who's the influential? What is the influential source there? What's the common influential source? And that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know.
I'm like,
I didn't know anything
I
about the
I sure
religion.
don't know anything about.
Oh,
I have
okay.
no idea.
Okay.
It was written by she actually was a very good researcher. And
Who?
Fawn Brody wrote this a long time ago, 1945, and
What?
she remained an
Word.
active Mormon. She was active and she remained active, and they didn't like it very much.
Is she still active on her next life?
No, she's dead. Oh wait, no, maybe she
Oh,
is.
well, I mean, I don't know. I'm
Is
joking.
she on that list? Is she on Chad's list?
I don't know. I'm waiting on the rest of it to be revealed. That'd be so awesome.
I
My mom's
think.
on that list, though, I'm sure.
Oh,
I
really? On a past lives thing?
don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just making stuff up.
I looked at some of those names the other day and I was like, well, he made that shit up because Moroni
Look,
didn't have a
I'm
wife.
telling you, let me tell you what I found in my golden nuggets yesterday was and this is one of the points when I was like, oh, you just have to it's ever changing and you just have to know what to listen for. It's all in code. All in code.
Yes.
And I went back to look at the Jameses
Oh,
who are no longer affiliated with the Firm Foundation all of a sudden.
right.
Just last week
Yes.
got that email. And so they're no longer associated. So why they need to sever? So they were associated. That only though all that does is confirm
Mm-hmm.
my intuition. And I'm like, you're on the right track. It sucks though. Holy crap. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Why me? Why? And then
I,
why do I have to feel compelled to be in such a tricky spot? It sucks. It
yeah.
sucks. But then again, I have the platform that they were murdered for. Their platform. This is not me. This is nothing that I like to do except I'm learning
Yeah, you're really good
is
at it.
this that I'm really good at it. Yeah. Um, so it's really a really tough space to be put in.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap. Like I'm gonna piss a lot of people off.
It's
and I
okay.
have
I do
to
that
be ready
every
for
video
that.
I upload. I piss a bunch of people off,
I
and
mean,
it's
I'm
okay.
getting them too now, and it's like I'm not hating on your religion. I'm not. Just do your own research. That's all I'm asking you to do is just hear me out. From my experience, this is what I have found out. You might find out something different. Please come tell me.
Oh,
Come help me understand because I wish I had that from the beginning. Would have been nice.
yeah. So I'll just say something. If you're a Mormon and you're gonna go after and bitch at a family member or a victim of this,
Ooh.
come bitch at me. Okay. But don't do it like that really bothers me. I don't care if I get the hate because I'm okay. I was
I do. I
prepared.
don't want nobody to get the hate. Like, I
Yeah.
don't. I don't want nobody to be mobbed or live in fear,
Yeah.
or I don't want nobody to beat anybody up or bully anybody. I mean,
Yeah.
there's love always wins. I mean, that is what Uncle Charles said in his email to his lawyer when he said he
Yeah.
was taking Lori back. And by God, he that was his demise. Maybe, yes. I can look at it that way if I have a narrow mind.
Yeah.
Or like I did, I was like, no, no, no. Love does always win. Evil don't get to win in this
No.
story. This evil does not win in this the rest of the story. Um, and that's being written right now. You know, that's where this and everybody comes into play and where we can deliver that message that love always wins. It's the law. LAW. Love always wins.
I like that.
And so I really loved it. So it's not really hate. Hate does not win. Evil doesn't win. Love
Yeah.
does. And so love is not having a mob mentality, not being a bully to anybody. I know I say things, but I don't mean them. And I'm getting better at that. You know, I do joke a lot. I have to joke
Yeah.
a lot,
Some people
or I
don't
will
have a
go
sense of humor.
insane. It's dark shit. It's dark.
Yeah.
I didn't do it. I didn't put us here. I didn't put them in the ground. I didn't disassemble their. I didn't do all that. But I will disassemble this cult.
Yeah.
That is where what is it called? Dismember. It's a cult dismembership. That's what
Yeah.
I call it. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, web sleuths. Hey.
Hi. How's her
Hey.
arm? Is it
She
Trish?
must be typing with her good arm.
Like
No.
this. I was gonna text her earlier and be like, you better have gone to the doctor.
Why? It's just called it's exercise. It's bad for you.
I told you all day what my job is to talk about like horrible and research horrible, terrible things. So I'm always like, go to the hospital. And then I'm like, but hospitals will like bankrupt you and they suck and they're corrupt. But go.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hate hospitals. I always had panic attacks, and I would go because I'm like, oh, it's the real one. You know, I mean, you never know, so it freaks you out, and they never get easier. I have severe anxiety disorder. I've had it since I was
Yeah.
15, and I'm like, they don't kill you. They do over time, I'm sure. All the stress. I'm like always, so tense and everything, and this does not help.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh God, okay, this too. My shoulders are so beat down. Look at them. They used to be here. Now they're here. I'm like, okay, God
I'll have to
obviously
think
thinks
about it.
that we can carry it, so I'm carrying it, and I will, because this is my life's work now. Did I go anywhere?
I no, I can maybe I did
Okay.
because my internet's
I don't know. I just saw my little thing go,
I pay way too much money for them to like
right?
make it jumpy.
That's another thing. Oh my gosh, this is a portal. I mean, I'm like, good God, I've been having to coil through all my subscriptions, and I'm like, oh, I've just been blowing and going. Like, not on purpose, not because I like to shop different apps to do stuff. I'm like, I don't know how to do it. So I've had to teach myself along the way, and then I just never look back. I'm just,
Yeah,
I look at my bank account, I'm like, oh, yeah, oh, stop, 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 stop.
I gotta
That don't
cancel
make
that.
sense. Um, anyways,
I
this
think I
is
know where the portal thing came from.
Okay.
I may
No, I
for
want to know
today
if it
for
confirms what
for
I think.
this minute until something hits the fan
September
tomorrow.
5th. Yeah.
In the audio, I can't remember which Stroud
That's
talk it
okay.
was. Was it?
Um,
It talks about allegedly that when they're sleeping, they don't need their bodies, allegedly. And
yeah.
so allegedly the Lord uses them allegedly and then does things for them. And I kind of went, that's kind of like a portalish type of, you know what I mean?
Mentality. Yeah.
Or people that
It's code. I know it's code.
well, then the other thing I thought is like in the Holy of Holies in the temple, where the prophet goes to talk to God, basically. I mean, he can talk to him everywhere he wants, but
Where they do the anointing, the second anointing.
yeah, yeah,
That room.
yeah. That room,
Kind of
yeah.
like the
And
celestial room.
I'm sure it's
If it were a strip club, I would call it the celestial champagne room.
that would be yeah, like where the VIPs go.
Y'all, I'm coining my own phrases.
Yeah.
I need to make merch. There's too
Yes.
many ideas. You have no
Oh, I
idea.
have some. I'll tell you, and then you
It's
can decide if
crazy.
you want
It's
to keep them.
crazy. Wow. I've always had this thing. Like I could always come up with something. I'm creative like that. But this part, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, this stuff. But I thought maybe it's like he think because he thought, you know,
The way he thought.
he thinks his closet is the Holy of Holies. That's kind of
True.
what I thought. I go, I wonder
And
if
look,
they were
and
like,
so
this
it
is
was
my Holy of Holies. He has his
right.
Holy of Holies. We're all gonna Holy of Holy.
Yeah.
Like,
Just like grown up Chrisley. Todd Chrisley, his is holy, his closet. Just saying.
really?
Yeah.
I've never seen that show. I
Anyway,
used to just see like the little
it's
commercials.
okay. It's all
Yeah, I
right.
don't even know.
I just
I'm
saw it
horrible
earlier.
at pop culture. Like,
I I used to love watching documentaries and stuff.
I still do love
I
watching
mean,
that.
not just it kind of grew as I got older, but about presidents and just different things.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's weird. I'm
No,
weird. I used to
you
read
can't
like
say that because that means I'm
I
super
like
weird.
being weird, and that's why the only word I could think of to explain Chad, describe him, was a nerd. And I was like, no, because I'm a nerd. And there are other people that I don't want to impugn anybody. There are no words. I have no words yet.
Yeah,
I wonder. I have so many,
yeah.
but it's not just
A lot
boiled
of
down to one word.
mine start with F,
Yeah, mine
and
too.
they're kind of the same word, just different lengths and contexts.
Yeah, I'm like, who made them? Who coined them bad? Huh? Who said those are bad?
I don't, that is a question. I think there is actually a documentary on that
That
on
would be
Netflix.
awesome.
I think
Why
they
the
did do
F?
that.
Who the F coined it a bad word?
Yeah.
Or we're here to talk about the C word. We're talking about cults.
Oh, I'm like that. Which one? The one we call Lori, or the other one?
Yeah, see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
The CUNT. Anyway,
Yes.
sorry, not sorry about that. I don't know. I hold her so much more accountable because I'm like, as a mom, you have one job.
Good job.
At least one freaking job. And half-ass it if you want to. Whatever. Quarter-ass it. I don't care. But it's just to keep your kids alive. It's not to, here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here. Over here. you know.
Yeah.
Don't forget about me. Don't forget about me.
Hi, neighbors.
Hi, neighbor. Sorry. Hi, sorry. Yeah. Oh my God. So many of those conversations here at home. And I'm like, core whore. Until you came along and I'm like, lore whore. I get it.
I don't know who came up with that. Did you come up with Laura Horror?
No, you did.
Did I?
Whatever.
Someone might have mentioned it
Rolled with
too.
it.
My
I was
channel.
like,
Because
how did I
someone
not come
said
up with that?
Chud, and I was like, I'm using Chud, and I told her, and then
I think mom did. Chud.
yeah.
Spud.
So, I don't know. I feel bad because sometimes it's like I want to tell, like, be like, oh yeah, you gave me that idea, but I have no
Right. You
memory.
don't know how to pay. Yeah. Say thank you.
Yeah.
So I do. I'm like, oh, I don't know how I didn't come up with that. Like I was like, damn.
Yeah.
So
So I'm
there
sure
was
someone
a
penned it before me. I
Huh?
just decided to start saying it like it was a real name, which it
It is.
could be.
It is. It. If you can think it, you can be it. That's how they think. No,
What's that from?
I don't know.
Can
They
think it,
just
you can do it.
act. I have not been to New Iberia. Me neither in a long time. They're
To
talking
where?
in there. Oh, there's 90 people.
Oh, is there? They're like, tell them
90
out.
people were letting down at one time. Woohoo! I like to wreck shop. I don't know. Y'all must be bored, and it's okay.
This, this
We
is
could do
our
this
first time. And
being live. Usually
yeah,
well, the only times I've Zoomed really is just like trying to learn how to Zoom. Now I have to learn how to Zoom and YouTube at the same time. So I was like, oh, I don't know how to schedule it. I need a scheduler.
I know how to Zoom and
And I
turn
went
the
and picked her
filter way
up.
up. It's not, I don't even know if the Zoom filter is on right now, but usually it's all the way up or my screen's not on because I'm really not paying attention in class. I'm just like doing research for you. You send me something and I'm like, I could listen to the lecture or I could turn
There's
off
no fun in
my
that. Spud muffin.
phone.
Spud muffin. Somebody said that. Chris Noid said Spud muffin. Definitely repeatable. Just
Spud,
don't repeat the cycle of, oh God, just don't murder people. That's the
yeah,
moral of the story. Just don't murder people and don't let your kids get murdered, or don't make them get murdered. And your husband, and
yeah,
you're probably your last husband. Just don't get married. Just wait. Don't be born. Just
yeah,
go away. Just abolish. Like I wish things would cancel each other out. Woo, and just cancel out. And you're like, yeah, put an end to that shit.
yeah.
Huh.
And I
I
don't know what is going to fix these types of things
As
though.
people becoming aware of their own bullshit.
And people like you who have been there
I
for
am
the
a
aftermath.
sinner. I sin. I'm sinning now. I'm
Well,
sure.
well,
So
yeah, if you're a sinner, I should already be.
I mean, I think that's the only way to saintism.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was funny. I
I
was
just made that
talking
up.
to
I'm a
Keto and
saint.
Kind.
We're saints
What?
here, New Orleans saints. We're the
That's
saints.
right.
So they can't take it from us.
That's right. Go
Yeah.
New Orleans. I've always wanted to go there.
Uh, yeah. Just not during coronavirus
No,
season.
no.
Nobody's
It's
wearing.
bad here.
Anyway, let's not get
It's
into
bad
that.
here.
Go ahead.
We
I
weren't
cut
supposed
you
to
off.
talk about that.
I'm bad about cutting people off. I feel like it's the last time I'm gonna talk. It's part of the trauma, and so all the time,
Was
and I hate it.
JJ? See, I just did it because I have ADHD too. Was JJ
Yeah,
like that? Was he always like trying to get his words out?
he was always talking. He just talked, and then you just heard him because he was not gonna be quiet, And he would repeat things out loud, a lot of times, And I do that inside my head. I guess a long time ago, stopped it from coming out.
Yeah,
I really do think I'm on the spectrum somewhere. I do. Ever since
I
JJ
think
was
we all are.
diagnosed, I was like, what is that? And so I researched it
The other
and
day
took
when
the
you sent me that
test.
text, like, how come 3 out of 5 tests? I started laughing because I was like,
3 to 5. That's
I
three to
get
five
that.
tests, not 3 out of 5. All the tests I took 100% said most likely. So I was like, ooh, okay.
All
I mean,
are,
I get it. I see it in his mannerisms. I see a lot of myself as a child, and
yeah.
I think I just adapted
Did he
like
have
a million.
certain things he was fixated on? Like my son has certain things
His
where he will
plushies for
go
sure.
over and over and over.
That's me.
Like when he was little, it was cars, like his Matchbox cars. And
Yeah.
it was like he knew how
Everything.
many in red and he'd line them up. I mean, I should have known. I
Ooh,
just thought he was really organized. My
that's
son.
my daughter. My daughter's like that a lot.
Yeah.
She used to do that with her littlest pet shops. I
Yeah.
mean, every one of them, and I'm telling you, there are a billion of them in the closet right now, in the
Yeah.
portal. And she would just line them all up. She knew all their names and everything, and her blanket too. I used to laugh at the kid because she was so OCD, but her dad's a lot like that too. And Um, anyways, her dad's like that. And so I was like, oh gosh, she's just like her dad with the OCD thing, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's the excessive. It's when you're excessive in anything.
Yeah.
Sex, gambling, yeah, alcohol, anything that you're excessive to with, that's where it becomes an issue. Even Bibles.
Well,
Just
yeah,
saying.
yeah, Book of Mormon. Yeah, I mean,
Moderation. Moderation.
early the early intervention when I put Dax in, or my son, shit.
Oh yeah, Dax.
When I put my son in early intervention, there was a mom, and she was just like, I don't know, is my other kid autistic? And the person running the class was like, everybody has certain things that
Like
are
a
on the
tick.
spectrum. It's
We call them ticks.
do these interrupt your life to the point that you can't function, or it makes functioning hard. And I was like, yeah, I mean, for my son,
That's difficult.
it is,
For
but
my age,
I definitely
I'm
think
looking
I
back
have,
like, yeah.
yeah. I mean, I have qualities that, I mean, I'll joke, because I'll be like, oh, I'm just like him.
Making
But
fun of yourself. Yeah.
yeah, and that's
Do the same.
fine. People are too, like you said, tiptoe,
Yes.
like, gotta just talk. Gotta just say what it is, you know?
Say what you mean what you say. It's so easy.
Which is probably
And
what
I'm so
JJ
black and
did.
white thinking. I don't pick up all those subtle hints.
I know.
I don't pick that stuff up easily, not even in real conversation. So this might be an autistic trait. I really do think it is because I'm really detailed. And I've had to be hyper focused and hyper aware because I was thinking, oh shit, you know, they're over there. Okay, Alex is dead. What about the rest of them?
Mm-hmm.
And that has bothered me, as it should. I think I have every freaking right to be bothered by it. And now it's like confirmed. I've confirmed it through my research over the past, that has come together for
Right.
me over the past couple weeks. And I'm like, oh shit, this is scary and it's big and it's really taken on an entire organization. And I'm like, do I have to do this? Is it necessary? And I'm like, these are self conversations in my head
Yeah.
on a daily basis lately for sure. It's just, I mean, is there any other way around it? But then I'm like, I see other people, struggling, and I think the power is in numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So the more people you have, the bigger and stronger you are.
Yeah.
I don't want to be murdered, nor do I want my family to be murdered.
Yeah.
And because it's going to piss people off and it sucks. And it's not my truth. I mean, it's my journey, but it's the
Right.
truth that I've found in this. And so, what's wrong with having it looked at? What's wrong with, I wish I could step up and just talk to them directly, but they
I
obviously
wish
don't
they
think this is
would.
big enough to address.
Yeah.
And by them, I'm talking about the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I'm talking about President Nelson. There you go. So, I mean, murderers and these are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I'm not going to say that every time because it's a big tongue
It's a
twister.
mouthful.
Make it the longer, then they won't. Yeah, I get it, and I respect it, but I'll give respect where it's due. I mean, I found it very suspicious and weird, and that's what put me on this. Unfortunately, that's what put me on this breadcrumb trail is what I call it. It's a
Yeah.
breadcrumb. I'm just picking up breadcrumbs, trying to make sense of it, and it's led me straight to him, the prophet. Follow the prophet with an F. Just follow the money. That's what I've done.
That's what the
And it sucks because it's so scary and it's so sad. And I feel for everybody. Whereas maybe a year ago, 6 months ago, I might not have had the compassion that I do. So that's developed over time.
yeah.
Developing still, I'm compassionate about people. I'm empathetic. I can put myself in your shoes. I'm asking you to do the same. That's
Yeah.
all. I'm asking for the same.
And
So,
you have every right to how you feel. Nobody has the
100%.
right to tell you how to feel or how to react, or if you reacted too strongly or not enough. Like, no. I mean, you don't criticize
Right.
someone who is grieving. And
Yeah.
because I say
You
it all the time, because people say really dumb things.
really mean things too. And
Yeah.
I'm
And they
like,
don't understand. Like, no, you can feel however you want. Some people are really
yeah,
emotional and really want to
everybody
talk about
can.
it.
I'm emotional.
And some don't. Some would rather like shut everything down. Like that
And they
would
deal with
be
it on their own. Yeah.
like that lady I live with. That's how she does. She's not. I'm like super hot tempered and I have to fix
Mhm.
everything in the world.
I'm autistic in that sense. 'Cause I'm like, "Duh, duh, duh," I feel like I have Tourette's because I just say it. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
I can't take it back.
yeah, that
None of
happens.
us can. And so that's the difficult part of this. That's what's difficult is this entire thing. How do you talk about religion? Hmm. You don't. How do you talk about politics? You don't. How do you talk about women or the other sex? You don't. You know, Sammy Kershaw has a country song and it's don't talk about politics, religion, and hurt. And I'm like, nailed it, nailed it, nailed it. I'm like, how do you not talk about it? It is interwoven in this
Oh, you can't.
ugly freaking thing, and it's at the core of it. Actually, it's at the very base of it because it produced Chad. It produced Lori. It's producing 143,998 more possibilities.
Yeah,
And that they were elite.
yeah,
Um, they were elite. And so they thought they were way up here and that they had their tickets into the celestial kingdom, aka the the church of the firstborn, aka Zion. It's all the same thing. I get it now. It's taken me a long time to put all that together and then be brave enough to even say that out loud. I can't believe I did. Oh crap, here we go. You know, I just don't, it shouldn't be like this. It
no.
didn't have to be like this. It still don't have to
It's
be like this.
really um
Petty.
what's frustrating to me is I get, because I grew up and I get
Mormon?
feeling like you're being persecuted against. I get feeling like somebody is criticizing you and your religion and everything you stand for, and you have dedicated your life to this religion, and now someone is shitting all over it. But that's not what this is.
Not
This
what it is.
thing, this is just like if you have a
It's an
conversation about
outsider.
genetics, like uh, we have genetic disease in our family, and we have to talk about the different combinations and things like that
Mhm.
in
Why
order to
not? I
decide
mean,
about
it's
birth
all part of the
control. And
problem. It's all part of this gumbo. I call it a
yeah,
gumbo because it's just here, there, and that. It's everything.
yeah,
I didn't make it. They did. If anybody wants to write hate mail or hate comments to either anybody, to
I know in
anybody,
the prison they would love to get
they
mail.
want mail. You
Make
got
sure it's
mail.
on one sheet of notebook paper. I actually read this because I was going to write a letter to
Really?
Dan Lafferty, but one sheet of notebook paper, please, with blue or black ink in a transparent kind of envelope, like not the security envelope, because they don't like to open them. They just want to do this. No
I don't want to.
file.
I want to read every piece of mail she gets. I do.
Yeah,
I do.
I
I've
mean,
been thinking about mailing her too, so we can all just have a mail club, snail mail club,
we're just
whatever.
curious. Do you still believe that you're a translated being? Because the prison hasn't fallen around you yet.
And it's crazy, exactly. And they've caused this. They've caused this, not me. I'm just trying to make sense of why my family was murdered. What made this happen? What birthed this?
Mm-hmm.
What came together and said, they say shit in one hand and clap with the other. And I say both. And then shit goes everywhere. Because
Yeah.
that's what happened. It's just a shit show. Holy crap. I never want on any level, on anything. I don't want the parental alienation that Lori did with Joe. I've experienced that myself. It sucks. I didn't know it was going on. I don't know. I was over here living my own life, my own my own best life, and still trying. Um,
Yeah.
it just has to be easier than this. I think people, the world's not complicated. We are,
Yeah. We make it
and so
complicated.
we do. We really do. Well, and that hurts my feelings. And it's like everybody wants accountability, but no, wait, what is it? Everybody wants a voice, but nobody wants accountability. And so somebody is accountable for producing Chad and Lori's. Can you imagine? Just try to think about it. I'll sit on this for a minute. 140, I suck at math, 143,998,000 more saints or elite
Yeah.
that are out there. Chad and Lori's, they're watching your babies. They're your babysitter.
Your
Just
stake presidents, your
think
bishops.
about that. You're Catholic priests. I mean, this is just.
Well,
I'm just saying it goes because it's not. I've learned that it's not just Mormons. It's not.
mm-mm.
But I mean, that's
No.
where I've had to study. I haven't been able to go study the Catholicism and all that, and that's the religion I was born into. However, I'm not a practicing Catholic, so I can't sit here and say that. For all religion is man-made. Let's just be real. It's
Yeah.
all man-made. The Bible, not Bibles, but they were written by man.
Yeah.
It's just in how I guess how they were interpreted. That's not my interpretation. I didn't interpret it. I don't know. Do your own research. I don't
Yeah.
know. I have no idea how that really went. I have fallen in love really with the language, with scripture. I had never read scripture either before in my entire life. I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
I don't know. My papa wrote a doomsday book. I didn't learn about it till we were evacuated for the hurricane, the first one last year. Laura, I saw somebody had, I think Nor Jasmine had put a video, and it came into my little notifications for YouTube. And then I went to click on it, and I was like, where'd it go? And so I guess she backed out. I don't know. I haven't told her that yet.
Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, it was just my way of, I was like, a doomsday book? And I was like, Mom, Papa wrote a doomsday book, and she was like, yeah. I was like, I need to know that kind of stuff, woman. I mean, I do. I can't. My way of just trying to understand this has been knowledge. Knowledge is power, right? Nobody did this research for me. Nobody, not just one person, attributed to my opinion, my perspective from my shoes. It'll be different from my mom's and Larry's. Chad's
Right.
kids. It's going to be different. And that's good. That's the silver linings in it, I guess you can say. I mean, we can't go back and change it. Nothing that happens in the cases, I mean, as far as getting them adjudicated and all that, and the death penalty, I don't give a shit. I really don't.
Yeah.
As long as they can't hurt anybody else, or think they got away with it,
Yeah.
uh, that bothers me. Like if they would actually get away with it, then yeah, that would piss me off. Can I do anything about it? No, I can't. Unfortunately, I have no control over that, nor does anybody else here.
Yeah. I mean, I think you have a good, I mean, I don't want to say outlook because when you say, oh, a good outlook, it's like positive, but just the fact that you've accepted, like, this is not something I can control. And as long as they're not out hurting, because I asked you about your thoughts on the death penalty. And
Right.
um, when you responded like that, I was like, yeah, I mean, because nothing's
Yeah.
going
It
to
doesn't breathe
fix.
life back into them. Like I
Yeah, it's
wish it
not like
did.
they're going to get a needle and then everyone's going to show back up and be like,
We're
hey,
done. Just pick
well, if
it.
they do, then it's the second coming, and I got some major repenting to do.
Right? Gotta go.
I'm in big trouble, big
Yeah.
trouble.
Same. Same. I'm not by far trying to say I am not better than anybody else on this planet, nor are they better than me. However, it's been something I've dealt with inside. However, I feel like nobody makes you feel a certain way. It's projection. That's all it is. We're all walking projectors. We're like, and we just project out there what we really feel about ourselves. So I'm have not felt confident and things like that. Um, this is not easy. This is a very weird role spot to be in. Um, I just ask for patience and respect and help. I mean, just help. It just has to be better than this. There's ways to fix it to where this doesn't happen again, and it's ways to show where things need to be taken into account. And hey, you're producing this. Why do you want to produce more? What is the point? What is your end game?
Yeah.
That's a big thing for me now is what is your end game in this?
I mean,
What is
there's a
your
lot of
point?
really good people that can change policy.
They
And
don't even know this.
that's
Right.
the thing. Like, I'm sitting in class. I mean, and I didn't really get it because I'm in policy and I know how things work, and they work so differently than what you see on CNN or Fox or any of those guys. And I was sitting like getting pissed about something in healthcare, like I always am. And my professor was like, policies can change. You can
Right.
change policies. Nothing is ever flat
Definite.
out not going to happen. Because if it
Right. It's
was,
not.
I wouldn't be married.
I wouldn't be here. I'd be dead a long time ago.
I might be
For
dead too.
real.
But
I mean, oh my God, thank God for second and 50,000 chances because holy crap, I was doing insanity. Yeah,
yeah,
insanity. Whoa. Woo. Just doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Then you're like,
yeah.
oh, yeah. I'm late for everything. So why change now? I'm late with
But
my
there
mind
is,
development and everything. I never had to
yeah.
deal with these issues. I was ignorant. I'm not ignorant anymore. Not about this.
No,
I'm
you
woke.
you
I'm
know
woke.
a lot. I
Joking.
mean, I can attest that
Testify.
you're very well
Bear
versed in
witness.
a lot of things. Um, and I think that that's what people need to realize is that things can change, and there are a lot of really, really good people that would do anything
And
possible.
do.
Like
And
you talk
do.
about people that you met in Rexburg,
Yeah. They're
and I
awesome.
have
Oh my
family and
God.
friends, and I have family members who are high up in the church, and they would not say the things that some other members say. Like that's what's sad to me, because I know it's the
But
minority.
that's how the Coxes were. That's how they look. No, that's how I felt around them. I allowed them to, bring out what I was already internalizing, I guess you can say.
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, really, they didn't make me feel it anyway. I was like, I have no idea about that. And so, I don't know, they were just different than me. And I felt like they looked down on me.
Right.
And I kind of get the same. Does everybody think that that's how Lori looks down on everybody? Right.
Yeah.
It's a pattern. I pick up on patterns. I mean, I can pinpoint something and I'm like, well, what? Because I'm all about the patterns. When I hear it twice or more, I'm like, oh, you're on it. You're on it.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
Keep going. I'm listening.
Yeah.
I gotta
Yesterday,
transcribe this shit.
I'm gonna go back and I do work backwards. This is what I do.
Mhm.
So I'm sorry. This is what it is, though. This is ADHD, probably some autism in there with some trauma,
Yeah.
and then another one. So there you go. It's a shit show all the way around.
Yeah.
We're just here. But the Eric Smith, it's just something
Allegedly.
about him, I don't like. I'm not gonna say I don't like him. I don't. It's just the red flags, you know. Anybody associated with Chad and Lori has been on my radar since day one. When I didn't even know what a cult was, I was like, I was so ignorant about it.
Have any
Larry
of them
looked at me like I was
apologized?
crazy. I was like, oh, oh, because I thought I even said back to him, you know, that's why he looked at me crazy. He said, no, I said Charles Manson didn't kill anybody. He looked at me like I was crazy. And that's because it now I'm like, because you were. You were ignorant. Talking about, and I was piping in and commenting back on something I was not versed in.
Yeah,
That was obviously my challenge to the planet, universe, because here I am
I have
talking
been
about
there.
cults and stuff. It's
I've said
crazy.
some really dumb things. But did
I still
any,
do.
yeah, I mean, I said five dumb things in the last 15 minutes. Um, did, has anybody apologized? Because it's like now they're finally like, I'm going to go and do this interview or that interview.
No.
It's like, but at no time have I ever heard anybody say, yeah,
Oh,
they
they
were off
talked
the
about
rocker
Daybell's
and I am
kids.
so sorry
He talked
that
about
this
Daybell's
happened.
kids.
Huh?
He talked about Daybell's kids. He got emotional about Chad Daybell's kids. And I
Yeah.
was like, uh huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Silence. Silence. And just like Sean Littlebear. And
Yeah.
he's just something.
My
Ooh,
opinion on that.
yeah.
But that's all of these people, they do 2 hour interviews. And it's like,
They like to hear themselves.
oh, they love it. They're like, and some people, how boring and low tone and absolutely monotonous can I make this entire thing, and also make sure it's about me and my
Mhm.
feelings and not about the 2 dead children and the dead husband
And the
and the dead
spouses,
wife
right.
and the possible other dead
Producing.
husband.
That is producing. But no,
Like,
nothing to see here. Nothing to
yeah,
see here.
it's just
You
like you
know?
can't just say, yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to
Let me
the
see how we
Woodcock
can.
fellows. No, okay, you just have to talk about like the fact that you knew like you
Yeah,
knew they were doing bad shit.
right.
Like they'll sit there and they'll go, yeah, I knew
They
secret
no
combination,
involvement.
and it's like, okay, well then now's your opportunity.
Yeah.
Now you can say you're sorry. Now
It
you
just
can,
it's weird. And so I picked up on that a long time ago and I was like, I don't know where this is going. I didn't know where it would bring me to where it went or where it goes. It's not past tense. It's happening now.
yeah.
Now. The time is now. I like
The
using Lori's
time
words
is
against her because it's all in the details. Every bit of this, she's not lying. It's all
in
in the damn
all of
details.
the details of our lives. Not yours anymore.
Thanks.
He
You know,
done left
thanks,
you.
lady. Thanks. No, I'm talking about Lori. It's like, oh God, because it's the gift that keeps on giving. Mm.
Yeah, she's like a
It sucks.
piece of ammonium AD or
That I call
ammonium
this. Yeah.
anti whatever. You know what? That was a joke and it didn't work. I got halfway through it and forgot it. So
I don't know how I. Well, and I want to thank everybody here and you. Just for anybody that looks at the videos that I don't know how y'all get through them, but and I've done it, and I'm not asking anybody else to do anything that I'm not gonna do myself. That's just the way I was raised. You know, I wouldn't ask anybody else to do anything that I would not do myself or have not done myself. I just feel it's necessary in order to get inside the minds of these people to figure out what the problems are so that we can fix them. There's no other way. That's the whole purpose of studying serial killers and
yeah,
these people, you know. Um, this happened for a reason. It sucks. We were given the life sentence. That's what I call this. It's a life sentence because when this is adjudicated and done for everybody else, like you said, for everybody else, when this is done,
the
there is
YouTubers
no
will be like,
closure.
I'm
There
out.
is no closure at Bo Peep. I
Yeah,
wanted to kind of answer that somewhat. Um, there is no closure. There's only change. That's where I see them. that is where I see their faces and I hear their voices. That's the beauty in all this. They are the silver lining. And their voices were taken away. They were robbed, stolen, done. We were robbed. They were
Yeah.
robbed for sure. And then we have to spend the rest of our lives. I don't want to be bitter or angry. I just want to say, hey, it is difficult, but it's necessary. And in order to not allow this to happen anymore, where can we find these tools and use them to shut it down, to change it, to adjust it and keep adjusting it and forever? Because we're forever evolving, thank God. If not, we just sit around a fire, ooh, just,
Yeah.
we'd still be driving on square wheels. I don't
Everybody
know.
can change.
Yeah. I mean, I do pray for Lori and Chad. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think hmm, I've not, I don't know if I've forgiven them or not. And it's not really my place to forgive anybody. Like, it's not my job. Um, I can be judgmental, like everybody can be, but then that's just closed minded and it doesn't fix anything. And so if that's where I see my family, then I want to be there all the time, you know, making changes. And I always felt that from the beginning. I knew that. I didn't know my role, but I knew I might cry. I don't
No, don't.
know. Trigger warning. Try not
Don't.
to. I try not to.
Hold on.
Um,
I just build the British wall of like shoving my
yeah,
feelings
my daughter's half Brit,
down.
but I don't remember what I was saying. So there you go. That's
Sorry.
one way to cancel it out. Oh God, what was I gonna? Oh, seeing the silver lining. Uh, oh, from the very beginning, I didn't know my role, but I knew it was important. Just like everybody else who's lost them, aunt, uncle, grandchild, son, daughter.
Hmm.
I mean, mother, brother-in-laws, sister-in-laws, everybody. Uh, Everybody hurts. It sucks, and it ruins a whole entire family dynamic. Not ruins it.
It
It just
changes it.
it's gonna change. Change is
Nothing's ever,
scary, right?
yeah.
Change is scary, and I knew from the beginning that my role was something. I didn't know what. I mean, like everybody else, I've had to kind of wait for it to develop and appear to even know what to raise awareness about. Um, and here it's I see it now and it's big and but it's not bigger than my God, your God, I'm sure. Just whomever's sourced. It's love. It's love and understanding. It's not condemn and outer darkness and hell and fire and flames. They'll get what they deserve. I mean, I believe in everybody has their own karma. Mine is slow. I mean, no, mine's instant. Some people's are just way slower than we have patience for. I get it. But us being like, oh, yeah, let's go get them with a fork, a pitchfork or whatever, it doesn't, it doesn't take it away. It doesn't bring Tylee, JJ, Charles, Tammy, Joe. It doesn't bring none of them back. Nor like Letitia Stout. I mean, it will never bring Gannon back. It will never bring Suzanne Morphew back. However, we have to make changes in the policies and procedures so that we can try and prevent these things from happening again. Know signs, flags, things to look for. That's what we do as adults, I think, is protect all the children. Everybody. Look out for your neighbor, you know? Ugh, just don't look away. It doesn't make it go away. It's still over here murdering and stuff. It's still ravishing families and devastating people, and it's crazy. And I knew that from the beginning, that my role was that. I remember just hearing this over and over again. It's kind of like I had a dream about it, that their deaths were to uncover something more dark and more sinister. And I couldn't even imagine what that was. I couldn't imagine anything darker than this situation. And now, just in the past couple of weeks, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man, okay, yeah, I can see where this is bigger, this is darker, and this is more sinister, and there it is.
Yeah.
Now, what to do about it? Oh crap, here we go. I always, and I even said too that if y'all know Leah Remini, I think, yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna be the real Lemony. I just reversed it, and I didn't mean that, but I'm like, oh crap. She took on a multi, a very wealthy Scientology, and I don't want to take on anybody. I just want people to be accountable for their own shit. That's all. That's it. That's it.
I just if people,
It's
you can always learn from somebody even if you don't agree with them. And you
or if
can
you don't
always
experience it.
say like, listen, this isn't the way I want my church to be portrayed. So what I'm going to do, instead of becoming a keyboard warrior and
Right.
hating, I am going to go to my bishop and say, how do we make sure that people in our ward don't start doing the pendulum shit? Like, what are
Right.
we doing? How are we clarifying when we give these lessons? And how are we like creating the environment of spirituality? Because I believe that people like Chad and Lori go to these groups going, the Mormon church isn't giving me what I want. It's not spiritual
I'm
enough.
hungry.
I need more connection. And that's
Right.
the way the church used to be. And they're not that much older than me. So that's how they grew up.
Yeah.
And how do we change that in our wards? And a lot of people are like, well, we already do that. We already do all this. You might,
Okay.
but there might
But
be
it's ever
one
changing. It's
one
ever
little
changing.
idea that someone has. Maybe it's a beehive. I don't know if they exist anymore. It would be like one of, you
Bad.
know, maybe it's like one little thing, and then it helps one person in your ward go, I don't need to look outside of my ward, of
I
my
need to
church
be
for
within.
this. I don't need to join this prepper group. I don't
Yeah.
need to go listen to this guy who says he's had 40 fucking lives as Moroni. Like, like I can go and I can trust
Hmm.
the people that I go to church with, and
Right.
I can trust my own spirituality and not
There you
say,
go.
I think I just want to be a prophet. And,
Is it in line with the bishop? Is it okay? I
yeah.
passed? No. I mean, she said she was going to murder somebody. Give me my temple recommend. What the hell?
Yeah.
Whoop. I mean, what the hell? No, no, that's not cool. That's looking the other way. No more of that. No more.
Well, it's hearing
No
the
more.
translated being and
Right.
saying, oh, yeah, yeah, she was fine. I thought it was weird that she wanted to leave her kids with him, because that's not what a Mormon woman should do.
Right.
But it's like,
Yeah.
no bishop where I grew up would be like, yeah, that's the weird thing.
Yeah.
So it's not like all
It's
Mormons.
not me coming to attack a whole damn religion because I don't want
No,
to. Can we just
there's
make
a
this
lot of
easy right
really
now?
good Mormons that want things to change and will help change them,
Hmm.
as long as
I don't
they
want to
have
get
an
mobbed
open
down.
mind.
That's all. It's a mob mentality. It's a pattern. And it's picked up many places, not just home,
Yeah.
but families spend a lot of time in their worship, and it's a big factor in this. It's interwoven, and I didn't make it that way. I'm here.
Crap. He froze again. Well,
Not just me. Okay, thank you. I didn't want to do this by myself. Mine's unstable again. Good
Oh,
gosh.
all right.
Maybe
Well,
that's
how
the
long have we
universe.
been doing this anyway?
A hot minute.
A
So
hot
I
minute.
want to thank everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching the videos and learning the makeup of Chad and Lori, basically, and the same people. I do have more information. I'm not ready. It's not pretty to present to everybody. And I only want it to really go to the hands it's supposed to go into. Like, I don't want people to just think, oh, yeah, that's not what I'm about. I'm about making changes, respecting, and just being the voice and respecting my loved ones. You know, I miss them, and it sucks. I'm sure Lori even misses them. I mean, I think about it, and I'm like, how can she be there? But she put herself there. And so that's her journey. I don't have to go on that journey. That's hers.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it sucks for her and for and Chad and anybody else who does this stupid crap. Stop. It's so easy. It's easier than
Don't.
picking up all the pieces, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's it's a challenge every day. It's something that is in my intuition, my heart. This is my work. I never knew what I wanted to be growing up. And I say that, and I'm 43 years old. I was 41 when this happened, but I didn't know what this was. I didn't know that it would change my life and impact my life the way it has, but it is, and it has, and I'll never have this opportunity again. Thank God, please no. To reach as many people, to make a
Knock on wood
difference,
for
to
you.
make changes, to figure this out together. It's. Oh, I just hope that there's ways around and through this, not around it, but through this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where that's where Tylee and JJ and Tylee, JJ, and Charles are. I can't really represent for Tammy. It's becoming like a legal thing, I don't want to overstep my boundaries, but I will always be a voice anytime I can be. You know, I just don't want to be sued or
Yeah.
anything else that complicates peopling.
Yeah. Well,
You
and
know,
that's why you can't just like release
I can't just say what I'm sitting
research and
on.
be like, yeah, I found this.
Yeah,
Because
here. And I
that's
mean, I can show
bad.
you what I found. I just know it's not gonna be it's not gonna be received very well. Bo peep. So it sucks because it's a very sticky situation to be put into. Thanks, Lori. Thanks, Chad and friends.
Crazy
Um,
funky bunch crew.
this is some yeah, the funky bunch. This is something that they've done, and yeah, God is able to give us beauty. Yeah, and I always think Tylee's a phoenix. I always think of a phoenix when I see she encompasses that in my
Yeah.
mind. Nothing will ever destroy these kids. They're like, my uncle's like, Tammy's like, you can't snuff that out. You can snuff the life out of them all day, every day. That doesn't take anybody bold or courageous or nobody I want to be associated with to snuff the life out of somebody, especially when they're not expecting it and not looking, and they're kids too. I'm like, wow, you must feel like a freaking hero.
Yeah.
It just that does, and it should piss us off. It pisses me off. I mean, they couldn't even fight people. They couldn't confront Tammy and be like, hey, I'm leaving you in this eternity and every other 50,000 later, whatever you believe. Um, that's so cowardly, and so that's what I'm dealing with are cowards who hide behind Jesus Christ. That's a
Why do you do this to me?
that's a freaking headline right there. Let me go hide behind some religion.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is pretty. That is bold. I'd never think about doing that. And I've done some pretty shitty things. Um, I could never do it and then throw Jesus in the mix. Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't get that. Um,
Mm. Wow, it's crazy. Blows your mind.
But they did,
Um,
they do
but that's
continue.
why they hide. I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm not scared like that. Not scared to use my voice. I just, it's not gonna go over well, and I've got to be ready to be able to take this backlash, and I don't want it being taken out on anybody else or anybody. It should be back at
Right.
source,
But
whomever's
I will
going.
take whatever backlash because
Me
you know what?
too.
I've been through it. I
I might as
got
well get used to
chased
it.
on a freaking at Sundance, the group of BYU students screaming horrible, terrible slurs at me
Mm,
because they
right.
found out we weren't friends. Like there was something.
We're from the same team.
So I'm
Whatever.
good. I've been called horrible things. You can go,
This
you can
week,
bring it, you
you
know.
know,
Um, or better yet, you could take it and go, wow, I don't agree with that.
let me channel it.
Um, let me think of why someone would say that or think that.
Yeah,
So I'm going to
it's
take that in and then either go, I don't care what this person thinks, or
yeah,
go, we got to change this in our life society.
right. Or, I mean, what's wrong with it being, even if there's nothing to
Yeah.
do with your parish, your ward, we call them parishes here, if it's nothing to do with you, I mean, is it? You know, do we all just kind of look away?
Yeah.
I'm guilty, big time, of just being oblivious and just being ignorant. Ignorant is bliss, but it's ignorant,
It is. Yeah.
and it's not a very good place to be. Just to be, I don't like confrontation. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable. I hate it, but it's necessary. And so I will battle if I have to. And by battle, I don't mean literally, but just I will step up to the plate, toe the line. I will, because they're worth it. And if I don't speak up for them and we don't speak up for them, who will? You know, who will? So this sucks. And it's difficult. And that's why this channel is named Difficult Research.
We
It was
have to
by
get
accident,
uncomfortable.
by
Wait,
chance. Huh?
did you say, oh, we have to get comfortable talking about uncomfortable things?
Yeah. And they should make us uncomfortable. They should. We're not doing it right if they don't,
Yeah.
Like,
The only way you grow is from being uncomfortable. Like you cannot grow if you live in this little
it's a beautiful place to be.
world. Yeah, I mean, I loved
I
it
miss it.
before I was like introduced to actual reality. And I'm
Yeah.
not even talking about
Just
Mormon.
everything
I'm just talking about my whole life.
in
I'm not
general. Right.
saying that, but I used to live a life like this. And then I
Yeah.
got really uncomfortable and I've grown and I still have to grow. Like it's
Yeah.
never
I don't
ending.
ever want to stop.
Yeah, you
Well,
got
I want to
to
stop
keep learning.
growing out in my butt and everything, but I want to grow here, not here. Here. I want to grow here.
Yeah,
And I want to just,
it
it
helps
just
ward off
presented
Alzheimer's.
itself.
I
It's got
hear.
to pay it forward. We've got to move along, and now that it's presented itself, I know what it is. I can get around that, I can get around a mother saying, oh my God, I can't freaking, I don't want my kids anymore. They get on my nerves. I can handle that. I can get around that. You know, I can create solutions, but I cannot, nobody should have to get around this.
Yeah,
Nobody. You can't, proactive versus reactive. And I'm having to be reactive, but I'd rather be proactive in my approach. Um, and I need all the help I can get. Uh,
yeah.
you're a big help, and everybody here is a big help. I mean,
There are a lot of really great,
they have,
great
and
people.
y'all are my healing. This is where I am healing, and my parents too. I mean, this is my brother. I worry about my brother. I'm not, I always worry about my brother. That's, how Tylee was with
Oh,
JJ
brother.
is how I was with Todd, and still am. I still worry about him. It's my brother, and so it's big, and its mental health is real, and it's serious, and it should be taken serious, and we should not be shamed in public or by everybody when we just say, I don't want to be around the kids today. or whatever. If they're getting, just say it. It's that hiding stuff that's what that also creates a problem.
Yeah.
Just being passive aggressive, or
Yeah.
um, I'm passive aggressive. It's not a solution. I've got to find my way through this too. Um, this is all I have to work with, though. But I want to finish real quick. Eric Smith, his channel, and it was something about, oh, I can't remember the name of it. Egregore? I think I'm saying you're right. It's E and then
Yeah. You sent me,
Gregor. I don't know how to say it. Just
you
go look
sent
for his
me,
channel and then look for the video that says Egregore. And I was like, holy crap! Even I ended up landing in the occult, like the spells. Like it's really weird, and I don't like it. It's uncomfortable, and last night was really heavy.
yeah.
I was like, oh, now this is that part of it. There's a bunch of parts to the makeup of this. Not too many, but I mean, I can narrow it down to one contributing factor right now, and that's the church. That's not, no, I'm not gonna say the church. It's not the church. It would be the higher, the, what are they called? The elders? The, I
No.
don't know the language.
Um,
Oh,
just alleged leadership.
yeah,
Some of the alleged leadership, I
yeah,
guess, is, but I would say culture
the
of
culture.
enablement is
I just
enablement.
know, yeah, that second anointing thing, that is no wonder people don't know about it. I've been fast tracked here, and I say fast tracked. Holy crap. I mean, I'm going to be Mormon by the end of this, and I'm okay with that. There's
It's a
nothing wrong
beautiful
with being
theology.
Mormon. It's beautiful. Yes,
The plan of
it is
salvation is
beautiful.
beautiful. It just,
Reading the Word of God is beautiful,
yeah,
but it's this
it's just people can
that has,
twist it,
yeah,
and
to their
that needs to
narrative,
be
to fit their
addressed.
narrative, and it's bad. And yeah, hierarchy. Yeah, grandiose. Yes, you see the same patterns in Lori and Chad, like especially Lori. And I recognize that pattern, and not just from her parents. I recognize that from, I mean, what we're here for. The whole religious aspect of this. Oh, there's no getting away from it, and you follow the prophet with an F. That's how I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, so second anointing prophet equals 143,998,000 more saints, more Chad and Lori's, more issues. So this plus this equals that, and that needs to be addressed. Not today, but
Um,
we'll figure it out.
you said
I
something
know.
though that I want people to hear, because you said it to me and I was like, huge light bulb. When I was talking to you, I was talking about something and I was like, oh, I think they're like talking about me. Like I think they were calling me out.
Yeah,
And you're like, you know what I've noticed?
it's a pattern that I've
I've noticed
noticed.
that a
Yeah,
lot of Mormons think that way, even ex-Mormons. And I like was like, oh my God,
yeah,
you're right. We do. We automatically assume we're getting talked about, where someone is calling us out. Someone
yeah.
needs to, and I'm like, and that's why there are people out there that attack. That's why they feel persecuted and they just
Yes.
launch an attack. Um, because I think
Just
everything is directed at them. And I
yeah.
still, like, even after you said that, I'm like, oh, I got to reevaluate something. like I really
And
need
I
to
mean,
work
I
on that.
didn't, yeah, I was so scared about boundaries with you, and you were too, and I was like, no, just, look at what we're dealing with. I mean, not much more can hurt,
Yeah.
not much more. And so, but I give the same respect, you know, um, and I didn't want to hurt her. I didn't want to hurt Jen.
Yeah. But it
But
was
I
so
just
good that you
wanted to
told
let
me.
her know what I have noticed. And so through this research, I've noticed that pattern is that on all these people I watch that are ex-Mormon, or they're still Mormon, but they're not church, they're not taken seriously. They're silenced. YouTube video, like just the hashtags and stuff. I don't get, I get slowed down a lot. You know, there's a lot of things you're like, hmm,
You're
I
like, she
get
should
it.
have a lot more subscribers. I mean, I look at
And it's
the,
okay. It's for Tylee, JJ. It's for the victims in this. It's not for me. We'd be crafting some stuff or something.
oh my gosh,
Be
yeah.
throwing some wood together, making something.
If you
Cool.
do make it up here, you need to take a 2 day side trip, and then we'll play on my silhouette for like 2 days straight.
I,
We'll just make
bought one and then I had to sell. I was like, I don't even know what to do.
signs and pillows, and we'll go nuts.
Yeah. So bring it on. I mean, that's the stuff I used to do before this. I mean, I used to have hobbies and things, and it's like now it's turned into this, and I don't know who I was before, and that's not me. I've evolved as a person, as a human being. Thank God. You know, I mean, I could have went backwards with it and regressed, but why? What's the point? It doesn't bring them back. It doesn't remedy the situation. It doesn't bring ideas and change. So I want to make a difference that way. And that's where they speak. That's where they have a voice. That's where they live. That's where their spirits live on, is through the change. And so it just doesn't have to be this way still. Um, and if we don't bring shed light on it, nobody will ever know. So I mean, it's just a tricky spot, but I'm up for it. I think. I don't want to get killed, or I don't want my family to be hurt, or I don't want I also really need to get this out there. I do not want this to mess up with the adjudication process. It shouldn't, but you already, everybody has muddled this up so much. Everybody. Even on, on YouTube. I mean,
Yeah,
just,
there's no
they get
going back.
lost. And that's not good. You know, when you lose sight of what's at the center, what's the center of this, why, what brought us together, they did. They brought me here. They brought me to you. They brought us all together. I have to respect that, you know? And so that's where they are. They never go away for us and for a lot of you guys. But they do fade, and they will fade away one day. They will fade from the forefront. Now we have Miss, Candace Wells. That's horrible. The little boy in Idaho, Michael Vaughn, um, Baby Dior. There's a couple cases in Idaho. I mean, I know a lot about. I've studied them. I've researched.
Idaho has
It'll
some,
make sense one day, and I'll be able to help more one day. I just not there yet.
yeah.
But it
Well,
just,
you already are helping though. I don't know if
I'm,
you realize how
I hope.
much
Same.
you have helped, because there's no handbook, like Trisha said. There's no handbook. Nobody taught you. And
Maybe
I'm
I'll learn
done talking because I can hear in my voice.
it.
And that's, I think, when, like, if they're hanging out, I swear to God, Charles is like, hey,
Yeah. And yes, I can't.
turn down
They're
the
never going to
water.
make it there. They're never going to make it there, first off. In my mind, in my heavens
Yeah.
existence, they're never going to make it there. But, that's if they don't make it right with God. I don't know. That's God's plan. That's not me. I'm just part of it. I'm a vessel in this.
Yeah.
Oh, Trudy, thank you for being with us since December 19th. That's a hot minute. Right there with you, sister. It's crazy. Um, I don't know. I just see nothing but good. Good love wins, and good love. Oh my God.
Love always.
Ooh,
Do you
okay. It
know?
reminds me of Rev Run. That's my generation, Run DMC, and he's like, Rev
Oh,
Run. God is love, Rev Run. I think of that. I'm like, God is love, and love always wins. There you go. It doesn't get to dictate the rest of the story. Mm-mm.
no.
That's where I'm like, hell no, hell no.
Although at first, because you sign off your emails, love always wins, Krisha.
I mean,
So when
it's
I
not
read that
mine.
first, talk about thinking things are about you. I was like, oh, she supports us. Talking about Charles. Because Love Wins is a hashtag. And I was like, oh, that's so
Yeah,
cute.
I know. I saw that too. I was like, I didn't even know what a hashtag was. I was like, why do they do
I
these
don't,
things? I didn't know
yeah.
you could push them. This has been
Yeah.
crazy. It's been crazy, and so I've had to shove a lot of stuff in here. I know, baby Dior. That's just so weird. It's so weird. I'm sorry. It's Carrie Ann. It is sad, but I mean, I don't know. One day we'll have a way, a system, a nonprofit established, and we'll better be legal about how we go about things and what we can focus on, and that's exciting. It's also daunting too because it's like, oh God, what do you got to know about that? So I mean, I've researched some on it, and you told me about, Michael's. Um,
Or Michael's.
I, Matt, I'm
Oh,
sorry. I'm
Matt's.
looking down
Maddie.
and looking. There was like a
Yeah.
bot or something.
Yes. So I have
Um,
some knowledge, but I think
yeah.
that people just need to know that just because you don't make a comment or say something doesn't mean anything, because there are legal, you know,
Mhm.
ramifications. And
Oh, right. Yeah. I mean,
also you're not obligated to tell people, you're not obligated
do your
to
own
share
research.
everything.
Definitely do your own research. I think that's the only way through too, really. Oh, new email. Yay. Uh, yeah, I find it really weird. I do have to say this too. There's so much to say. It sucks. I just want to say it all
Yeah.
right now, but can't. Um, the Firm Foundation is having their 28th, which somehow I did notice the other day. I forgot to tell you. It went from the 23rd to the 28th annual. I don't know if that's normal.
That's funny.
Uh, Expo. Their, oh my God,
In Sandy, the
what is it
Expo
called?
Center.
Oh yeah, in Sandy, Utah. And
The Expo
guess what
Center.
day, y'all? Y'all, guess what day?
Oh shit! I just made that connection just now.
What, September 23rd?
Hmm.
Just saying. It stinks. It stinks to the celestial kingdom, high heaven. And
Yeah.
I don't like it. And so hide your children, hide your wives, hide your husbands, hide your sons, hide your daughters. It's
Dogs.
purge season, I guess. Sorry, but not. It's real and it sucks. It sucks. But it's the reality of it. Ugh, I don't understand it. I don't think I ever will. That's when you know you're working for the good side. You're like, okay, that kind of stuff doesn't, make you curious, then okay. But if it pisses you off, you're in God's army here.
Yeah.
So it just stop. And I don't like it. It's weird. It's a pattern. And they knew, I'm just saying, from the flyers, from the preparing of people things.
Or the wait, Latter Day Media. Wait, it's
Yeah,
not. It's not
that
that.
Firm Foundation just parted ways with. They just, oh, we're not associated with them anymore. Nothing here to see. So you were associated with them,
Allegedly.
allegedly. Thank you. um, no, it stinks. Nope.
Yeah.
So just be aware. Just put that on y'all's little minds, and not little, but put that in your mind, and just let it fill the puzzle
Marinate.
pieces. Huh?
I said marinate.
Let it marinate. Just
Let
marinate.
it.
Yeah, that's crazy. This is crazy, but crazy's all I got. That's I've always said that before this.
Yeah.
It is. It is crazy. This is crazy. Zombies? Really? I was like, oh Lord, what?
Yeah.
What?
There's.
What the frick? No. What are we doing? It's just this is weird. This is a weird freaking story. I'm just
It's
saying.
just on a.
And so that's why I have to make a lot of jokes. So zombies.
That was a good song.
It was. It still is. They're not going to ruin that for me.
Yeah.
And I've used it in some of my videos. So people are like, you know, I use personal Jesus. And they're
Oh,
like, oh.
that's a good
And I
song
was like,
too.
whatever. I used to like get all bent out, you know, like, oh, I'm really not trying to piss anybody off, but it's funny. So I don't care who you are.
It's
Reach
like
out and
humor
touch
is
base. That's
humor.
funny as shit. And I get
Yeah,
to listen to the 80s or, you know, use the 80s music that I love to listen to. And Uncle
yeah,
Charles loved it
that's true.
too, y'all. I'm telling you, he was
Yeah,
a cornball. He was goofy, corny jokes. I mean, oh my God, thank God. I mean, I really can relate with him there. You know, you do too. Um,
yeah. Buffalo.
a
That's just
lot of your dad and him, and that's
oh,
touching.
a
I love
lot.
hearing how everybody is connected. I love to hear what drew you in, what keeps you here, what was it? You know, that's so interesting to me, and it keeps them in the comments. It keeps them alive. Their spirits are alive.
Yeah.
That will never die. Nope.
No, not for me. I
Yeah.
mean, well, and there were other things. There's other little things as you watch the videos or hear the audio, and you'll pick something up each time.
Every
Like
time.
I picked Buffalo up, and then I went and I listened to it, and I heard him say JJ's a runner, and I went, oh shit, we could talk about that forever because I ran through so many damn targets after mine because he was a runner. And I think
Mine was
Target like
too.
knew when we were coming in, they were like, Code Adams here. Like, because it was like he would just escape.
Yeah.
And then when he said, that's my daughter's room, not my stepdaughter's,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
those little pieces just connect. That's what gives this
That's
humanity.
what you picked up on. Yeah. And
It's
that's where you tied in and you were like, there's more here, you know? And I'm
more.
glad. I'm glad to have you here. I'm blessed to have everybody who
Yeah.
who is willing, you know, who's here, who's been here, who's always just moving forth, fighting for justice, being a voice for these victims. I mean,
Yeah.
they can't take it away. I mean, they took it away. And whenever like Chad's kid said, oh, "My dad deserves a voice," I was like, "Your mom deserves a voice, babies." They're not babies though, but they're her babies, and
Yeah.
they are under the cult of their dad. That is their leader, and I do want to make sure it's cult leader
Yeah.
for real. You know, not every cult I would say would be bad. Learning from what I've learned, my research and everything, I've learned that basically, you know, Girl Scout club is then that is a cult.
Yeah. You can
You
categorize
know,
a lot.
it's what you do with your intentions and what you're doing to people around you. That folie et deux. Have you ever heard of that folie et deux? Madness for two, madness of two.
No, I have now.
It's crazy, and it goes further than that. It's folie et trois, and then I don't remember un deux trois quatre cinq six sept huit neuf dix onze douze treize. Anyways,
Ah, Champs-Élysées.
yeah.
Tele
Uh,
Francais. If anybody remembers Tele Francais, I don't know. Do something. Did you ever watch that in French class?
no.
Je suis Lana. Someone
Oh
did.
Lord. I took Spanish too, but
Oh, yeah. See, I just took French. And then we used to watch a show called Tele Francais. And there was a pineapple. And it was
Teletubbies.
always like, Je suis Lana.
Sorry, sorry, wobbling. All right, I need to get off this. So,
Okay.
who is Kay Vallow Woodcock? What the heck? Okay, Kay Woodcock. Kay Vallow Woodcock. What? Who is Kay Vallow Woodcock? At difficult research, Kay Woodcock was never a Vallow. What the hell? That's what I'm saying. What the hell? Okay.
All right.
Anyways, uh,
Just let the social media team
I
handle them.
do. That's my thing. Everybody just whatever's. I don't get it. I don't entertain drama or bull crap. I really don't. This is enough bull crap, and you know it's enough. They don't need any extra. Thanks though. If
All
negative
right.
light will do it, then whatever. As long as it keeps them front and at the front, then that's all that matters to me.
Yep.
Anyways, all right. Well, we're gonna go. Um, thank you. I'm glad. Sorry, I don't need to look down,
Oh, you're
but I
fine.
do. I mean, JJ keeps me here. I'm 51, two great boys, and I just happened to volunteer for school and my cousin's special school till they all finished. And because of COVID in Melbourne, Australia, miss helping out. And I love hearing that. That's awesome. That's Trudy. Trudy! Just
Trade.
yeah, I pick up my daughter all the time. She's half Brit, and I'm like, hello, governor. I like to joke.
Yes.
It's fun. And I like to laugh. I miss it. So I try to find it and make it here because it's funny. It's funny crap. I'm sorry. It's really
Yeah.
out there. And so
Well, it's like there's just because people just
everybody
don't.
should be able to make fun of it. Come on.
No, it
Somewhat.
doesn't
I mean,
mean. I mean,
good
it's the
God.
way I cope. That's like what I
Me
always
too.
say. It's how I cope. If I just came on and did this case, I couldn't do it.
To taunt my aunt. My aunt. Oh
What?
no. I said if that were the case, if it was just nothing but murder, 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 kill, kill, bang, bang, shoot 'em up,
Yeah. No.
I'd be right there next to my aunt.
Oh. Uh,
Woo! Idea. Light bulb.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm just saying, there's things too. I don't hate her, but there's some people that's just that's how they feel, and I appreciate and I respect that. But I'm not. If I'm sitting here preaching hate, then uh, I don't know. I just want to go the other way, the opposite direction of hate, and that's love. So that's where I am. Anyways, but I'm glad everybody could be here. There was 106, now there's 104, so
Thank you for visiting.
two at a time.
I don't know, like my brows look so weird. I was in the pool today and
Looks like I
obviously
flicked mine.
did not do my hair and my brows look weird. But anyway, it's not about me.
Uh, I wish I had a pool. I don't
It's
even
a
know if I did, I probably wouldn't even go in it, so whatever.
it's a white trash pool. Like it's
I
not
am
a
high
below
class
ground
white
pool.
trash.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
that's the
So
only way to be, in my opinion.
exactly. Just be real with yourself first,
Don't
like
need
me.
like don't let your greed, you know what?
Over that's not why we're here. Like everybody that needs to be here and wants to be here, then just do your part, please. That's all I ask. That's how you can help. Everybody asks how they can help. Is there anything I can do? What can I do? It's just thanks for being understanding and patient with me. Firstly, I'm not a videographer, nor did I ever sign up to be. But it's somewhere I've found along my way, my journey, um, to vent somewhat, to figure things out, to put my feelers out there, I guess you can say, to give them a voice, to to speak for myself. I haven't, I'm not on TV. I'm not, well, right now I am. But I mean, I have not
Don't
done
worry, someone
interviews.
screen
I have
recorded this
not.
shit and they have it
So,
somewhere.
and I have not learned how to really use my voice properly. I'm still shaping this up. It's a whole different language, a whole different level. Um, but I'm on my way. I mean, just a
You're
couple
doing
weeks ago, I was
great.
like, a stutter box, and I still get that way when I don't slow down. Realize that it's safe here, that it's okay, and that nobody's going anywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
that's been my reality. It really does. You feel like you're having a stroke or something. You're like, it's
Yeah.
drives you insane. It's
It's a
always
panic
racing,
attack.
and it's always putting things together. I mean,
Mhm.
this thing. Oh my God! Just because when we hang up doesn't mean it stops. It does not stop. Oh my God!
No.
But it is scaling back, which lets me know that lets my intuition know that okay, you've nailed it. Now how do you approach this? How do you do this? So that's basically what this was. So happy Memorial Day.
No,
Labor Day
Labor Day?
Memorial. Happy Labor Day,
Labor.
whatever day it
I know,
is.
I get them
I
confused.
need to know what I'm saying before I say it and mean it. Sorry. Sorry, neighbors. Anyways, yeah.
Okay,
You
the
do
time.
sound like her a lot, though. I'm like, oh my gosh, she really does sound like
You
Lori.
just sounded like her. I was,
No,
yeah.
that's just me. And that's all I do is clear my
The,
head.
the
Full of
time
Lori
is
shit.
the time is now. The time is now.
The time is now. The time is now. Yeah.
It's true because I got studying to do.
Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. Well, thank y'all, everybody.
All right, I'll
I
talk to you
appreciate
later.
this. This is really cool. I will
Thanks,
probably do it again.
everyone. Thanks
Yeah.
for inviting me over.
You can come over anytime.
Awesome.
Anytime.
Okay.
I just can't imagine doing this by myself. I just talking to a screen and I'd be answering my own questions. I do that already. So I
Yeah.
have to have somebody to bounce off of. So thank you. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Love always wins, yes. And
Yes.
then Jen has something she shares.
What do I say?
Love
Remember
always
who?
wins.
Are you saying remember who you are and what you stand for?
Remember who you are and what you stand for. That's
Best
Jen's
lesson I
thing
ever
here.
learned.
And our thing. It's everybody's thing,
Yeah.
I think. So thank you guys and I'll call you in a minute.
Okay.
I guess.
All
I
right.
don't know how
We'll
this
chat
works. So
later.
I'm about to push end. Bye.